Good afternoon, folks. This is Lincoln Kenobi here, and today we have another article of Rachel Zegler's reveal Disney's Snow White film is changing the origin of Snow White's name. So, I know there's a sign here that it's not going to go well, man. But let's take a look at this article and let's give it a thought. Let's see. Rachel Zegler confirmed that the upcoming Disney live-action Snow White film will change the origin of Snow White's name. In Disney's original 1937 film, Snow White was the dual to her skin color. A storybook opens and reads, "Each day the vain queen and consulted her magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all?" And as long as the mirror answered, "You are the fairest one of all," Snow White was safe from the queen's cruel jealousy. The film then transitions to the evil queen asking the magic mirror who is the fairest one of all, but instead of answering that the queen is the fairest, it informs her, "Famed is the beauty, majesty, but hold, a lovely maid I see. Rags cannot hide her gentle grace. At last she is more fair than thee." When the queen instructs the mirror to name the person, the mirror replied, "Lips red as the rose, hair black as ebony, skin white as snow." The queen then says, "Snow White." In a video with Variety, Zegler revealed that Snow White's name is not due to her skin tone. She shared, "It felt back to another version of Snow White that was told in history where she survived a snowstorm that occurred when she was a baby. And so the king and queen decided to name her Snow White to remind her of her resilience." Zegler added, "One of the core points in our film for any young woman or young person is remembering how strong you actually are." Oh, not only did Zegler confirm that Disney's live action is changing the origin of Snow White's name, but she also addressed the backlash she received regarding the numerous comments made at D23 back in 2022 that reveal how Disney was seemingly changing the entire movie altogether. For example, Zegler insulted and derided anyone who had an affinity to the original film, telling Extra TV the original cartoon came out in 1937 and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird, weird, so we didn't do that this time. After being asked about the prince, she said, "We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie. Andrew Burnap, great dude," she continued. "It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumption about what it's actually going to be. But it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get, who knows, it's Hollywood, baby. It's an inner journey that she goes on to find her true self, and she meets a lot of people along the way that make the journey really incredible," she concluded. She made similar comments to Variety. I just mean it's no longer 1937. We absolutely wrote a Snow White." Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot, who's playing the evil queen, then asserted, "She's not going to be saved by the prince." Zegler concurred, "She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in," she concluded. To Entertainment Weekly, Zegler has stated, "The reality is that the cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated when it comes to the idea of be a women being or in roles of power and what a woman is fit for the war in the world. And so when we came to reimagining the actual role of Snow White, it became about the fairest of them all, meaning who is the most just and who can become a fantastic leader." Oh my lord! And the reality is, Snow White has has to learn a lot of lessons about coming into her own power before she can come into power over a kingdom. Zegler shared. Gadot also said, Also, the fact that she's not going to be saved by Prince and she's the proactive one and she's the one who's set the terms is what makes it so relevant to where we are today. Zegler addressed the backlash to these snide and disrespectful comments by playing victim, telling Variety, "In all honesty, it made me sad that it was taken in such a way because I believe that women can do anything, but I also believe that they can do everything." She continued, I would never want to box someone and say, if you want love, then you can't work, girl. Or if you want to work, then you can't have a family. It's not true. It's never been true. Zegler then lied and said her comments were taken out of context and then she was joking. It can't be very upsetting when things get taken out of context and jokes don't land. She then appears to indicate that the love story is back on the table after it likely had been removed before the backlash. The love story is very integral. A lot of people wrote that we weren't doing that storyline anymore. We were always doing that. It just wasn't what we were talking about on that day. Yeah, sure. Lying out of your ass already. Zegler then doubled down on playing victim and even attempted to tie it to the concurrent presidential campaign in the United States. I watched women get torn down by my whole life, my whole career. We'll watch it in the election that's upcoming. We're going to witness for a long time, I fear. Sometimes it can feel like we're going back. It certainly felt that way when that was happening. She then revealed it's all power struggle to her. I don't like to give them the satisfaction of knowing they hurt me in the moment. You give them a lot of power by taking a social media break. I'm going to say this, bro. I don't like the idea of what they're trying to do with the story, bro. I mean, come on, dude. Look, I will say this. I'm going to say this. The Snow White and the Huntsman, they changed the story a little bit. They changed the story a bit. It was good, but it was not the true Snow White movie that people wanted. But it was a good movie. But if you're going to remake a Disney classic, bro, follow the source and follow the story exactly how it is. Now, there have been other Snow White movies been done in the past. There have been Snow White movies that have been done. I've seen it all. I've seen it. But you know what? Disney, come on, man. If they are going to change Snow White, how she got that name, then it's wrong. It's totally wrong. But you know what? Let it be up to you guys to make that decision, to make that call. And you let me know what you guys think. So that's going to be it for this video. So if you like the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright guys, you guys have a good day. Bye for now.